and then it plays on like the where. So
Right. So we're back. Um, we skipped a week, so we're back after passing. Well, last week we only had what Beetlejuice, and that's it.
yeah,
Or you said you had some albums, but all I had was
I had
Beetlejuice.
one album.
You had one, which is what
Yeah, the
the Keshi
Victony
one.
one.
Oh, it's weird you put him out of. Oh my god, the gases start the second I hit record. Um, yeah, we'll talk about Beetlejuice in a bit. Um, got back to sort of streaming in a way, so played through Mullet, Mad Jack, and SCHiM. So we'll get to that. And then over the weekend, I watched. What was that?
Mother Magic.
Oh, you got okay. Excuse me. Um, and then also watched some movies over the weekend. Fly Me to the Moon and Rebel Ridge. Brian, looks like you got. Every time I see Zet Zillions, I keep thinking that's the game that Kelsey told us to play, the Zenless
Then the
Zone
Zone Zero.
whatever.
That gotcha shit.
I haven't installed on the PS5 to try it. We'll see how the combat is. You said the combat's okay.
I have nothing against gotchas.
I mean, you play a lot of it on your phone.
I surprisingly no. But I recently started playing one. I
Which
haven't been
is
playing phone games in a while. Hold on. Sort of Convallaria.
of what?
Convallaria.
Oh, Convallaria. I thought you just put it straight up say the CUNT on there, and I'm like, that's
Oh,
ridiculous naming.
that's the inappropriate cover band that sings MGMT.
Oh, I like it. They get into a lot of trouble, but look,
Yeah.
they got a pretty good lawyer. Um, I don't even know where to begin. I guess we can start with Beetlejuice. It's like the oldest one. That's what we wanted to talk about last week, anyway.
Do it.
All
You
right,
won't.
I won't. All right, so
Yes.
Mullet Mad Jack is
Oh,
just completely skip it. Beetlejuice is the second movie or the sequel to the first Beetlejuice movie. It was pretty clever naming with doing it twice. And if they are gonna make a third, I can see them just saying it 3 times, right?
Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Apocalypse Now?
No, later.
Good. Have you seen that?
Probably. That's the Mel Gibson Native American movie.
Yep,
I think I saw it as a kid, but I didn't know what the hell was going on.
that's fair. Well, if you ever want to go back and rewatch it, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Beetlejuice. I didn't even forget what it's stars this time. Same group of actors. I think Michael Keaton's in it. Catherine O'Hara. Winona Ryder. This time we have Jenna Ortega and who else was added? Oh, I guess the love interest for Winona Ryder, the dude who's like her manager or something.
Yeah.
Who else was added? Oh, and that kid, the kid on the tree.
Yeah.
And Monica Bellucci as well. The reason I keep forgetting all these people is because they're my biggest gripe with this is like they just put in a bunch of arcs that didn't go anywhere. Like we had the Monica Bellucci, Bellucci, introduction scene. I'm like, okay, cool. She's gonna be the big bad, I guess. The big bad for Beetlejuice, anyway. And then she was just there to walk and deflate monsters, right?
Yeah.
I up until like the last scene, and they pretty much one shot her away. Was she? I mean, spoilers for the movie, but we gave you guys 2 weeks. Um, I was gonna ask you, did they like get rid of her? Like she dead, or I don't remember.
This was do you want me to just answer the spoiler?
Yeah, I said if you haven't seen this,
Uh, she gets eaten by the sandworm.
that's what it was. Okay, so she
Worms.
worms, but she might come back with, "Hey, I tamed it," right? And then she's in the third one, and now they have to fight a sandworm.
Apparently, Jenna Ortega has the same birthday as mom.
Oh, really? Same day?
Yeah.
That's what birthday is. I'm not sure why I asked you that question. Um, what was the other plots? Catherine O'Hara's. Because the husband, I guess, either was a problematic dude, so they didn't recast him here. So they wrote him off as he passed away. And then she's dealing with that and trying to make the house. What is it like? Showcase the house as if there's sorrow and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes through her arc with that. The Jenna Ortega thing is like, oh, this is all stupid. I'm smart as heck. Ghosts aren't real kind of shtick. Of course, up until um, she gets betrayed by her potential love interest, and then she like, oh no, the ghosts are real, and then we're back. She's part of the group now, right? What else? I don't know. And then the rest of it is Beetlejuice trying to get out of where he's at. You know, he said he was going to marry one of the writer's characters, so he finds a way to get back. And then like that's I'm trying to get rid of like or pass all that because the meat is the silly over the top Cartoon Network ass jokes that's filled to the brim this entire movie. Which is that's what I was like hoping for. Like they stayed with how zany it was and didn't really change much in terms of like the first one and the second movie. So they kind of kept it consistent, and I like that a lot. That aspect, the whole let's have a bunch of characters that don't do much. Like they didn't even really serve a lot of serve the purpose of being a punchline or a joke or something. There sometimes were they were just there, not not adding. I guess is my critique on that. But that's it. I don't have Monica Bellucci in there if you're not gonna do anything with her. I guess it's my review. The rest is yeah, if you like the first one, this one's just as crazy over the top. The jokes are funny. Um, they do a lot of nods to the first one. They still have the intro sequence where the camera's panning through like the little model that's in the roof. What else? The stop we mentioned it before. The sandworm is back. The stop motion CG is there, and better even and newer technology CG like we mentioned the introduction to Monica Bellucci's character with deflating people, and her stapling herself. It's going to be a memorable scene for multiple reasons. Uh, I think that's it, man. It looks like they left it sort of open if they want to do a third, because you know that's where we're at. I don't. I definitely recommend it, especially if you like the first one. If you didn't like the first one, you're not gonna like this one. I don't think this is gonna win you over. Like, oh, now I get this, right? I don't know if you have anything else with your take on it.
No, for the most part, it seems like they didn't know what the hell they wanted to do. They didn't know if they were gonna get a third one, so it seems like they kind of just did too many storylines into one.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way that it ends is because I guess they wanted to set up as in they can if Jenna wants to come back, she could be the hit star, or but they set it up so there's another person that will be it, so that it wouldn't involve Winona Ryder. Is what it seems like.
Like a nice, might be just like a goodbye, like her last
Yeah,
one.
like they rushed the montage because then it's like, oh, it's tied to her now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Besides the Spider-Man 3 effect of having the 4 plot lines in one movie,
That's what
I
it
enjoyed it.
was. I'm like, there's. I felt like this somewhere else, and it was Spider-Man 3 when there was a lot happening, but it wasn't like paced or presented in a certain way. Excuse me.
Yeah. Aside from that, it's entertaining.
Okay. Okay. We can jump back and forth here.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I want to ask you about the YG's album. I didn't even know it came out already.
Yeah. I heard it. I don't remember when last week, but I heard it last week.
Just read
Um,
up. It's the third time he read up
yeah. Hold on. Let me open this up so I can click.
that album cover. Excellent.
I don't even know how to start. YG, a gang affiliated rapper from West Coast.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. West Coast trappy sound is the best way to sum it up. Like if ASAP Rocky was from the West Coast, I kind of feel like, and he was a gang member. It's YG.
Well, I know a lot of YG tracks end up in your Brazy list. How
Mm-hmm.
many? How many made the cut here in this out in this project? Is it EP or is it like a full thing?
It's a full album.
Okay.
It's 55 minutes.
Okay.
It's 2 volumes.
Oh
I guess
shit.
2 tracks. Not 2 tracks, 2 CDs. Um, Let me see. So there's 19 songs, almost an hour long. I hearted.
Wait a second. 19 songs and it's less than an hour?
Yeah,
Are these
you
short
can.
songs or there's a lot of skits?
Um, One skit. just the transition between the two albums. The longest song is 4 minutes.
Uh huh.
The shortest song, not including the skit,
Yeah.
2 minutes 27 seconds.
I'm looking through the um the features here. The first track is "Go Brazy."
Yeah, so that's one of the ones that I heard.
I was about to say it
I'd say
sounds like it's gonna go right into your playlist.
out of 19 tracks, one, two, three, four, six of them I hearted. A lot of times there's I like the instrumental or like something about it, and then someone just ruins it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They
uh,
ruined it. They ruined the track, or just the chorus, or the
kind
chorus
of
so badly that it ruins the track.
the track.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
it was there's one song that was on the fence. I ended up being like, you know what, it's good. Stupid. Lil Yachty's part. I don't really like when he raps. I like when he does more melodic stuff.
And he did melodic stuff in this one.
No, he didn't. He was what made it borderline.
Oh no. Okay.
But I ended up liking it. Yeah. If you listen to YG before, expect that in here for the most part.
Okay.
55 minutes of YG being YG.
What is the equivalent of Big Bang by
Um,
YG? Because that's the top for me, dude. I know you
I
like
don't think
In
any.
the Dark, but
I don't think anything gets close to those two songs.
uh-huh.
Like in terms of quality for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm quickly skimming through them.
That's fair.
Uh, he has a song. So the one the featured Diamond Platinums. It's kind of like a little dancey Caribbean song. I wasn't expecting that. It's probably the one thing that I was like, "What the hell?" But I liked it. uh, Big Bang, Take Little Bank. I don't know if there's the closest. Let me see. Yeah, the closest is probably Stupid. The instrumental and then the chorus.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, then I'll have to check it out. I don't think I heard Babyface Ray. Have I heard him? Is he
The
new?
rapper.
Okay.
Um, he has an album to drop too. I might listen to.
Did this track sell you on like, oh, I might check out his album, or you're just like, hey, might as
It's a
well?
good chance. Yeah, this is like, oh, he was on this song. Oh, he has an album. I'll probably check it. Let me see how this one sound.
What about the Ty Dolla Sign refeature? It's
I
given.
didn't like it. Uh, Nothing like not his fault. I think they do well together. Like I like how YG sounds with Ty Dolla Sign on them. It's just more
Hmm.
so it's not for me songs.
Okay. All right, I'll have to give this one a shot. It's
Like
even labeled as West
the
Coast
best
rap.
the best song that has both of them. Tell them I ain't coming home. Let me see. Ty Dolla Sign. What the hell's the name of that song?
Which
It's I just I just text my main bitch. Tell her I ain't coming home tonight. Oh, honey.
I don't remember which one that is.
I can see the cover art too. It's like an island.
And it's what? Do you remember what year?
Oh, is it this? X Ty Dolla Sign featuring YG. So it's a
Mm.
Ty Dolla Sign song with YG on it
You have to
called
smack it
X.
up.
I just text, and then it has like a kind of 92,000s kind of bop. Like unfortunately, with all the news, it has like a bad boy bop to it.
Oh, okay. Bad boy,
Yeah, I
like
like that song.
what do you mean bad boy? Like
Like the music group.
got it. I thought you meant like motorcycle bad boy music.
No.
Not hair flowing in the wind, but just
I'm coming home tonight. Make the Henny with the Bombay. Right?
that sounds great.
Yeah, that's a good song. Overall, if you like YG, this is more of YG. If you don't like gangster rap, if you don't like trap, stay away from YG. But
Yeah.
I think at the very least, it's good workout music.
Well, if it's like Big Bang or something, or Dark, where it's just high energy or just bass
Looking
heavy
good, nice
energy.
dumb brazy.
Hmm. Yeah, Big Bang when that comes on, when I do shuffle my whole library and Big Bang comes in, I'm like, everyone shut the hell
Uh-oh,
up.
back again.
Yeah, and you like that? There's got to be a way you can mash those up.
Probably.
Anyway, okay, we'll jump back. I'm gonna get this out of the way. It's gonna be very maybe negative, but I played SCHiM on stream.
Oh.
No, not Mullet. I enjoyed Mullet, Mad Jack a lot.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it is spoilers. But SCHiM is a independent game, I think, created by
It's that shadow game.
it's one person, Ewan van der Werf, and extra nice supported some developing there. Um, it is a puzzle platformer game, where you play as I think they're called is you a black entity that's a shadow, and you jump between shadows. You're asking yourself why? Well, the story starts with you lose your you the shadow of a human. You get separated from your person, and you have to find your way back to him. Right, so you start trying to follow him everywhere for the most part, and each level is you have to get closer, so they have different obstacles. They have some cool levels where it's thundering out, so you use the lightning to your advantage. So for a couple of seconds, use the shadows that are created by the lightning to jump between stuff. Um, Same with street lights or flickering lights, or you can use things that don't emit light, but definitely emit shadows. So another item that you would see is like when you're gonna cross a railroad and it has the two like I don't know what they're called. They're not bollards, but like the gates that come down that you can see
Mm-hmm.
when you go into like a gated community and stuff. You can interact with that by getting to its shadow and then hitting like the interact button, and then you'll see it lower it. Now it extends that length so you can run along the shadow that you just recently started casting, and that's kind of it in terms of mechanics, right? The problem is because the limit because the mechanic is so limited, I was done. I think I did two days streaming it, and I didn't even finish the game. And I was like, I get it. Like he wants to get his dude, but there's times where it's like, oh, let me just end the level by. You see him walk into the house. It's like, why not just turn the next level inside the house? He's like, no, he's going into his home to sleep at night, and I'm just gonna go and sleep on this garbage fucking bag on the side. Like, go in, right? Nah, bro, we need more like 73 more levels for you. No, I'm good. Like they didn't add another thing like, oh, maybe you can split your or manage multiple or something. Like it was too simplistic for how long it was. And then I was done with that. Like it wasn't like what was the game? Superliminal, where everything was perspective based and they were fucking with you every step of the way. And then once they fail, like, okay, we fucked with you enough, we're done. This I didn't get to that. I burned out before the game did, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Where in Superliminal, I'm like, I need more. Like the game burned out and I just still wanted more. Here's the opposite. It's a really cool tech, jumping between the shadows and stuff, and I like that mechanic. I just there needs to be more on top of that. So if there's a sequel, I'll be glad to see what they add. But besides that, I don't know. If you see this on sale, I think it's on Switch. It's a perfect Switch or Steam Deck game to just do a few levels, jump between them. But I guess the price is not the issue. It's how quickly you'll get over it, right? And I don't mean like
It's a
that.
different game.
Yeah, I don't mean that game. I've not tried that game.
Getting over it. That's the one where you do the fucking
Yeah, you're
swing thing.
swinging around with the axe and you're like in a pot or something.
No, one big fall and I alt F4. There's no point in me starting this.
I'm the same way. Like I've seen people do the what is it? It's not called Get Up. The one that was huge recently, and they're
Chained together or
the
whatever.
one that was inspired by the OG of that. Oh my gosh, it went viral. I forgot. I think it's called Get Up. No. Oh well, let me look up Get Up. No, it's not it. All right. Well, whatever it is, that one, the one you have to like reach the stars or something by climbing random objects and stuff. I don't even know why I brought that up. You remember?
Because you said get over it or whatever, and I said the game or something, and you started talking about, and then I said big fall, and then you said yeah, I watched someone get to the, and then I
Mhm.
said
Yeah, when I watch people play that and they have like a devastating fall, I'm like, the stream's done. If I'm playing that, I'm like, this, I'm either swapping games or we're done streaming. There's no way I'm getting that close up and then falling. I have to do all over. Nah, I'm good.
well, you gotta wait for the fall and then stop because that's content.
No, the content is whoa, my stream ended. Like that's what happens immediately. I'm not sitting there watching myself just constantly fail all the way down. No checkpoint. That's crazy. I mean, that's how I guess the games were back in the day. But I respect my time. I can't play those. Um, that's all I got. We'll come back. I'll talk about Mullet Magic after Brian tells me about Victory. Nope, Victony. How does he pronounce it?
I never heard him say it.
Oh,
Let me see something. If I'm only scouting a specific group of people,
what does that mean?
Nigerian.
Yeah, okay. So your DJX, oh no, you don't. Damn it! If you had Spotify, your DJX will have a whole segment of it just Nigerian music.
Yeah. Um. Well, I gotta make this window bigger so it shows me the name of the album so that I can click it. Fucking gross. Victony. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember where I've heard of, like how I found out about this person.
Uh huh.
At Was he featuring on a song that I heard? I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, click on his.
I don't think so. I'm looking at it. Uh,
If you look at
no, I lied.
Victony,
Wait, I don't know. Let me see.
his popular ones is not. I don't see
Yeah, I don't
him.
have any of these hearted.
Yeah, I don't know where you heard him then.
So maybe I let one of the previous albums keep going after it ended, and it's like,
Oh,
oh, songs
that
like it, and it's
I
like, oh,
know.
this is good.
I know why he featured in a Burna Boy song.
Maybe that, I don't know.
I looked it up just now.
Um, so it's 14 tracks, 42 minutes. Out of the 14 tracks, I didn't heart 4 of them.
You didn't? Holy crap! How many? Hold on, let me go check that real quick. How many? What's the length of this?
14 tracks, 42 minutes.
42 minutes. Thank you. This is 48 here. Oh, this is
No,
music videos. Sorry. Then my Apple Music includes the music videos, I guess, on
you
the
have Apple
release.
Music now.
No, on your link.
Oh,
When you're on your link, you know how the title one gives you options.
mm-hmm,
I just click on the Apple one and then hit a button to hit the preview button there. Because if I did it on Spotify, it's gonna mess up my queue that I already have set up. So when I listen to music on my desktop,
mm-hmm.
so I just to keep the queue intact from the last time I was listening to music, I just open up the Apple Music one. I don't know. I don't think Tidal lets you preview them, right? If you're not subbed.
I don't know. I think his name is probably pronounced Victony because his last name's Victor and his first name's Anthony.
Oh, I mean, good on him because I. First of all, the answer is yes. I just tried it. I could preview on Tidal, so perfect.
Mm.
Second, I like the name. Like I keep thinking it's like a play on victory, and his name is like Tony. But if his
It
name,
might be.
it's that's like three things. His name is Victor Tony, and it together he can make Victony instead of victory. I'm digging it. It's a good name.
Um, yeah. The only ones that I only did not heart 4 songs out of the 14.
That's
Um,
really good then.
yeah, I enjoyed it. It's compared to the other albums that I heard from other Nigerian artists,
Yeah.
all of which had great albums so far this year. He's his album has more like not experimentation. There's more variance in like the types of instrumentals he's on.
Uh huh.
The biggest example, and it's actually my favorite song from this entire album, the one St. John Tiny Apartment.
I was gonna ask you about St. John's feature because I'm looking through the list and I'm like, St. John's on this?
It's by far my favorite song on this.
Okay, by like a landslide, or is it just?
Landslide.
Oh shit, I gotta hear it then.
Like I looped it 4 times on the way home from work
Today or since you heard it?
today.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay.
Um, so there's a lot of more islandy kind of uh patterns like the other. like the other albums.
Uh-huh.
But this one, the one with St. John, is like a. You remember that one song that J. Cole had with Miguel? All I want is you. Boom, boom, boom,
Okay.
boom. Like it's kind of like that.
Oh, okay. I'm digging that. And does St. John does St. John have like verses and stuff, or is he just doing chorus or
He has a verse and he does the chorus alongside Victony.
uh-huh.
He does it first, and then he also has a verse.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, Shally Pulpy is on here. I know him because he's on the Rima album.
Do you see
So
where
this
my eyes are looking at when you're reading this? I
no,
literally
you
saw.
looked at
I looked at Shelly Poppy, and I was about to cut you off to ask you who that is.
pretty sure he's also Nigerian. He's kind of like a more rappy kind of guy.
More
He
hip
was on
hop
the Rima
than
album.
all
Not
of that.
hip hop, but like just kind of more rappy cadence to him.
Okay.
Asake, whose album I also heard this year, he had a good album. He's on this album. I don't remember why I didn't heart the Tizo touchdown song. I remember now because Tizo's verse, he has bars where he just keeps repeating the same shit over and over again, and he moves to another rap scheme or
Yeah.
rhyming scheme and does it again like three
Um.
times back to back. I was like,
Yeah.
I
That
didn't like
that easily you lose me. I might have to skip it when I
yeah,
hear that then,
most likely.
because I'm not a fan of that.
Um, is it this song or is it a different album?
That. What were you gonna say?
No, it's a different album that I heard. I don't remember which one it was. It ends in like a more live kind of sound,
Yeah.
and it's just going off. It's not this album; it's a different album. I don't even remember which album that was then. Fuck, it might be the Fireboy album.
Does it have this
Anyway,
on? Go ahead.
oh wait, on vinyl.
No, no, no. I'll on Apple Music stuff. If you look at the like more description,
Mm.
it has like quotes from him describing each track, like what he was thinking when he's making it and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
And maybe I don't know if that's standard for all the albums and stuff, but it's on his, and he goes track by track, and he talks about.
He's gonna go band for band.
No, he doesn't. Fuck that. I'm gonna go M for M.
The blower with the factory rim.
Yeah,
I got
dude,
the, I got the.
that's spot on. That's exactly what it sounds like.
I like that song.
Yeah, same. That's another one that's easily going on. That easily, I'm like, oh, that's hype music. That's working out music. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
I don't remember, but just solid album. Unless you hate island music, if you don't like being sang to with an accent,
What's wrong
that's
with
really
you?
the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Solid. I had to compare them all now, all the Nigerian albums, just to see who's winning. But it's neck and neck with all of these.
And they're all from this year, I think. So you can probably do like your favorite Nigerian artist or
Yeah,
album, not the artist itself. But
all from this year. I think spread out through the year.
I keep forgetting that we're in September, not like April or some shit. I'm like, I was gonna say it just started too. I'm like, no, we're almost done.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Perk
Okay.
turned into a monster.
You take a purple perk and turn into a monster.
It's a I think it's Demons, the Drake song, and 5 Foreign's on there.
Oh,
I think it's his. I think it's his verse or someone else's verse, and he says, I popped a perk, turned to a monster, sitting in court like I did it, Your Honor." And he goes, "Blow!" as loud as fucking possible.
like distorting on the mic or just loud?
Not distorting, but it's like Travis Scott loud.
Okay, good. Okay, I got it. That sounds funny. Um, where do we go from here? Do I go back to gaming? Yeah, let's go back to gaming. Mullet Magic. It'll be quick. Brian, you played this like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I think it was.
Probably like a month or two ago.
I can. Do we need to check when? Let's take a look.
Doing.
What do you want to guess? You said a month, so 4 weeks ago.
I'm gonna say
So
June.
August, June. We're in. Okay, that's more than a month.
I'm gonna say June.
June.
June. I'm gonna say June.
Okay, I must be tripping then.
Wait. I can actually confirm when I played it. Hold on.
There's no way it's June.
It's not. But
Yeah, it can't be because
when do you think it is?
You know why I can't be? Because I opened up June 25th, our episode for June 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Mason's on there, and
Jumping
we were jumping in before you told me about Mother Magic.
so you had to guess when is it?
I mean, it has to be a couple weeks ago, like the beginning of August.
No.
What is it like? Am I close? Am I not? Like, what do we?
I'm gonna tell you the date I last played it, which is the only time I played it,
Yeah,
and it's gonna have to be around this date. You ready?
go for it.
July 14th.
Holy shit!
And I keep mentioning it, and then look how long it took.
That's true. July 9th. Oh, I hit the wrong one. So on our 242nd episode, there it is. Mullet Magic. That's insane. Oh, 'cause I was playing Little Kitty Big City. Duh. That's why I haven't played
Oh, my
it.
bad.
That's why
My
I haven't
fault.
seen it. And The Boys season 4. Okay. Well, I finally got around to it. Like he's mentioned, it's short session if you're trying to get. I played it on an easier difficulty than he did, so it's even faster speed run, I guess. Because like a headshot kills like almost everything for the most part, and since I was playing mouse and keyboard, I let people know why I'm a spy main.
Oh,
So what was I gonna say?
my words.
Yeah, it's a fun. It's a fun. It's a fun. It's a fun. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say roguelike, but it's not. It's like a sprint. It's a mad dash to the end of
It's a
the
mullet
level.
mad dash.
Like you don't even need to kill everybody. You can literally just run past everyone to the end. But you want to shoot all of them because the guns feel fantastic to shoot. The enemies look weird enough where you're like, what the heck? They shoot. I mean, on non easy, you probably die in a couple hits. So
Did you
you have.
die at all?
Yes, I think I
Okay.
died a few times. I think one of. Did I? Oh, maybe I didn't because I had the thing where if you melee them, you get some cash back. A headshot gives you some seconds. Like I was getting max time back. So even if I took damage, I got it back really quickly. The closest I came to almost dying in the game was going up against one of the bosses. Besides that, it's fun. FPS, high octane, very vibrant, very trippy aesthetic, mixed with 80s slash synthwave. If it was a visual medium, I guess, right? Um,
Yeah, I guess.
what was I gonna say? The writing is 80s, the voice acting 80s. Like it's an 80s ass game, 80s anime ass game, right? Um, I definitely recommend it. It is a short playthrough if you're just trying to do the campaign, but they also have like endless mode that way you can unlock more. I think cosmetics and some. I don't know if you get more weapons or not, but no, I think it's just like cosmetic. Like you get different color shoes. I don't know if the shoes do anything different though, because I got
I don't know.
at the end of it, I got like, oh, I got the red shoes. I killed 4,000 people to get. Cool. And then I did the virtual unboxing, which was a fun little tour of opening the box, and it's like the AI girl is explaining to like newer generation people, like, oh, we used to get game boxes and open them and look at the books and grab the game, like, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty nostalgic. That's pretty cool. So there's a mode for that. I highly recommend it to just go through that mode if you are from those times, right? Pretty nostalgic. And again, it looks like it's a light on the resources to get this thing running. So if you I don't even know if is it on Switch.
I don't know.
It's just on PC. It's just on PC right now. I hope they do a physical release for the game. I think it'd be great. It's especially with the virtual unboxing. They have like a nod, like, "Hey, we used to do this. How about you just make one? Maybe limited run games or something might pick it up and do a run with it." Anywho, I recommend it. Go play Mullet Mad Jack. It's fun, pew pew time with cool music because it's 80s, fucking hard hitting synth like EDM or synthwave stuff, and you just become a badass, killing everything inside until you get the girl and your sneakers. That's about it. Um, we are fucking flying through this. Not really. Oh, can you tell me what Zet Zillions are? Or
So
Zet Zillions is?
Zet Zillions is a roguelike deck building game, but with the aesthetic of like Kill a Kill or like those like over the toppy, very stylized anime. I don't know how else to explain it.
I saw one of the screenshots, and in the background, there's a moon with crazy thick lips. Yeah, that
Yeah,
exact
that's
fucking
their every
face.
fight.
Okay,
It just sits there in the back.
that's fantastic.
Um, I don't even know how to explain it. So the character you play, and it's not like Slay the Spire where you play multiple characters. You
Yeah.
can pick between 3 starting decks after you unlock them all. But
Okay.
you're just the commander. You're not seen or in any way. You're just the commander, and you have 3 people in your crew.
Okay.
Your ship is also a planet named Baby Violence.
Okay.
Um, you're part of some kind of I don't remember the name right now. It's like Zone 6 OC Chaos, something like that. Some kind of a side, like a government, space government liberation, not liberation force, but like a space military kind of. And your goal is to just get rid of bad planets, get out of the void, and kill Thanatos, who is the one that keeps eating other planets, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's very anime.
your ammo is people on your ship that's referred to as trash. So your planet consists of people called trash,
Yep.
and that's essentially your ammo and things of that nature. Um,
And you use that to. Is that like your mana, or like it keeps regenerating, or do you have to manage how many you have on your ship, like going between battles?
nope. It's just a
An
like a
aesthetic
type of
thing.
card. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And
Um,
how do you get new
and then
cards?
it works like so like Slay the Spire. You go to a mission. You fight X thing, or there's an event. It'll give you a card, or if you beat somebody, pick between these 3 cards. Add it to your deck.
Oh, okay.
The difference between this and Slay the Spire is you know how Slay the Spire, you start at a point and you only move like one way once you pick a route.
Yeah.
This one, you can do this. It's essentially a star map instead of just like a
A linear
linear
road.
one.
Uh-huh.
And you can go around, but the thing is kind of like Persona. The 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 thing you're trying to fight, the Void Demon Thanatos, his hand will follow you right behind you and get rid of options. So you can backtrack, but not to the point where it shows you, hey, this is gonna get eaten by the void. You
Mm-hmm.
can't go to this spot, or else you fight it before you get to the bosses. Just like the Reaper from Persona.
Oh, okay. But so if you fight the Reaper equivalent,
It,
does it
it's
stop
easier
kill?
though.
But if you do defeat it, that means does it stop breaking shit along the way, or does it respawn again after like a turn or two?
It'll keep following you. It's more like a fuck. He got me. Get rid of it, and then you keep going.
Gotcha. Okay. But it's much easier because I remember the Reaper was not.
Then yeah, for sure, it's easier than the
Okay,
Reaper.
because the Reaper had tons of health and they literally licked you till you died, and that was once.
Um, this game is different than Slay the Spire and I think other roguelike deck builders, and I played in the sense that it's a multi-chapter game where the chapter 1, this is the baddie. This is the story in between it.
Mm-hmm.
Fight the baddie. All right, chapter 2, more story.
Okay.
So there's eventually like a fully fleshed out story behind everything that's going on in the game, and you're playing it in chapters.
And is it like comic book type? Like what type of cutscenes? Is it cutscenes or is it just you reading text
So
or
visually, it's kind of comic booky,
okay?
and when it becomes plot, like when it's not just dialogue. Hey, this event, I laid an egg, raise it, and it becomes a card.
Mm-hmm.
Or when it's actual the cutscenes, it's voiced
Oh, nice. Okay.
and good voice acting. A lot of these. There's a guy that looks like if Jotaro from JoJo
Yeah.
had Sigma's cape and was like a villain.
And that's the big guy at the end that you or
That's a boss for a chapter.
oh, I see. Um, what are the what is the permanent progression like? You said it's roguelike.
So let's say you get murdered, you fail to beat a boss, or whatever.
Yeah.
You still get XP when you fill up. Oh, you're level 10 out of 14 is the max level. You're like, oh, now you have access to these cards. You can find them in your journey. You also have a little companion that you can pick amongst 3 that you can unlock.
Uh-huh.
That also gives you starting perks or like cards. So there's a you start with a robot named Junker,
Okay.
and you can either have so he gives you extra shield cards, so you take less damage, or
Okay.
he has perks like whenever you oh, that's another thing. So you know how Slay the Spire, you have set cards and they are whatever they say they are. So like this card, let's say damage 2, that's what it is. If you don't want to use that, you don't use it or you discard it. This lets you fuse cards. So you just drag them over and it'll turn into a different card essentially.
And there, do you? I'm assuming there's like a compendium, so that way you can keep track of how many you have left. Does it give you hints on like what to combine, or do you have to just like? Is
You
there
can
mechanically like I drag a card here and it tells you nah that doesn't
It
fit?
previews. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like let's say you hold a card and drag it, the ones that it could fuse with like move up a bit, and then you put it over the card without letting go of click, and it'll preview what it will turn into.
Even if you haven't discovered it before. Oh, okay, nice. So that's more accessible. That way you can try things.
Yeah, it's important that they do that because some cards. So sometimes it's a fusion that once you use it in your discard pile, the cards are back to their separate form. There's some
Oh,
cards with the text that says battle fusion. For that whole battle, they're that one fusion.
okay. So you have to yourself check. Hey, do I want to risk both these cards going away for the entire fight?
Mm-hmm. There's cards that you keep fusing up to like a certain amount of times, and then it'll be like, oh, if you fuse every time you fuse plus whatever damage up to 3 stacks, things like that.
Okay, that's pretty neat. I wish
So
Slay
I
Spire
thought
did
that
that.
was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
The other thing that's different than Slay the Spire is, Slay the Spire when you put armor, your next turn, unless you have a certain perk, you have no armor, you have to build it again.
Yeah.
This game said, nah, you can stack it if you want, and it only goes down if they wipe it, or if like you use a move that you
It's
use it
it's
as
not turn
damage.
based. It's the health like it's numerical. Like it's used. It's not like it's not
Yeah.
temporary per turn. I guess.
Hmm.
Oh, I like that because I hate that about Slay the Spire. I mean, I learned how to make builds around it. I guess if you need to make an armor build or something, but having constantly to like fight a big behemoth boss with two little stragglers and you're struggling to get as much armor just so you can survive the turn because it doesn't save between them. Didn't like that.
Yeah. Um, I've only owned it for 2 weeks, and I have 21.9 hours in the game.
Oh, nice.
I beat it.
Did you get all
It
the
it
achievements as well, or
I
you're
got all
not?
the achievements.
Oh, so you're
It
done
it's a
done with
it
it.
Yeah, it's a fun time. If they release DLC, I'd probably revisit it. But overall, it's fun. The storytelling's nice. It's voiced well. The game itself, like aesthetically, is pleasing, and it's just a fun time.
It
The
looks like.
bosses are challenging. It's not like it's a more simple approach, or like I guess it's a friendlier approach, easier to step into the game than a Slay the Spire, I would say,
Hmm.
but there's still challenge in it.
Well, I didn't know they made other games, but if you like this one, check out their game, their debut game, Golf Stride.
The only reason I'm not gonna play that is because it's a visual novel.
Oh, I thought it. It looks. It says action RPG or grown up RPG about a trio of troublemakers. It looks turn based of something.
One of the tags is visual novel, but maybe if it's not and someone just put that for no fucking reason, then
Oh, well, that's terrible, and it should be reported, I guess.
yeah,
Golf
no problem.
It looks like it's still story. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just visual, not like you move around in like a open world, but I don't think there's any like combat or anything.
There's an arena,
Oh, never mind.
turn-based battle system.
Okay, so I'm gonna shut the hell up then.
Add it to my wish list, I guess. I was like, oh, this is good, and I saw this, and I clicked on it, and I saw visual novel as one of the tags. I was like, I'm good.
Was it you that played Songs of Conquest?
I don't know.
It's a grid based or turn based
No, I didn't play this. I
okay.
didn't even know what the hell this is. Is it good?
I've heard good things. That's why but I could have sworn I heard it from you. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
Nope, never
Disregard.
played it.
Disregard rest it. All right. So Zet Zillions sounds pretty good. Oh, so
Yeah.
the family what is it? The family share library system is now out for everybody on Steam. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're listening to this, go make a family with your family. That's terrible. Uh, add them to your library sharing. Family library sharing, I think is what it's called. I need to figure out the words because I'm saying the
You're
most.
struggling, brother.
Yeah, I'm saying the most obscene things.
Steam family sharing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try this game out then since you're completely done with it.
Yeah, I liked it.
We'll see how it goes.
Came
Yeah,
out this year too. It's easily worth mentioning.
it looks like it. I like this style. It looks. I just like the art too. Very vibrant. It's got like Yu-Gi-Oh ass designs. Oh, you said Kill la Kill. I haven't seen that anime, but maybe it's
The
that.
soundtrack's good as well.
Oh, what type of music?
It's like a little more tame Mullet Magic.
A Tame a Mullet
So
Magic.
it's still like, but it's not like you're not doing a line dressed as the Doom guy while listening to it.
Yeah, because that's the soundtrack of Doom and Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. It's just let's do so much high octane drugs and then go kill demons. That's pretty much what it is. And crazy metal in the back. So it's metal, not EDM. So it's like
It's more electronic,
okay,
but it's like that kind of like
energy,
yeah,
like pulsating, like a pulsating instrumental. So it's constantly going and going.
yeah, pretty good.
Cool, cool, cool. I'll check that out.
You like it?
Um, yeah, it's fantastic. Probably game of the year. If I crown a what is it roguelite card based game as game of the year, I have been replaced with a replicant. You need to go find shelter now. Not nothing against the genres. That is not my go to. Right,
Just the guy who beat two JRPGs this year.
the same year too. I've never hated and loved a JRPG at the same time, and that's Persona
I,
5. I hate the day night cycle stuff, but I just enjoyed playing it.
I hated the fucking DLC with a passion.
I didn't play without it, so because you played the base game without it, and then you played with it, so then you were like,
Yeah, so like the quality of life changes in Royal for the base game itself made it even better as a game, in my opinion.
okay,
But once you get to the DLC story section, like the you beat the game, they added this
yeah,
trash.
you didn't like it, yeah.
Everything else though,
Well, I thought about it every time because the Steam Family Library sharing or Steam Library sharing, whatever. I keep seeing all your Persona copies. I'm like, I heard 4 is the goat, and I'm like, should I fucking do
I
this
don't know yet.
again?
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I don't know if they're gonna do like a remake or not. That's the only reason I haven't
But you
played
have,
four.
but you have good reason because Metaphor comes out, so that's gonna take up time for them to maybe
Oh yeah,
announce a
no,
remake.
I don't mean yeah, I don't mean now. Like after I beat Metaphor, and then I'm like, yo, I gotta dive in again.
Uh
I
huh.
might, but what's holding me off is uh if I don't know if they're gonna make a remake. I thought it a little too late with the DLC for Persona 3 Reload, the Project I guess thing.
They keep bringing Joker in anything they possibly can. No spoilers, I guess, because it's in the trailer. I don't know. I guess he's the
He's
big
like a
big
villain.
bad. Yeah, like
I don't know if he's the big bad, but I think he's just like a special like a side boss or something.
yeah. I'm also not a fan of hey, we're remaking this and we're gonna sell you the game and then also make you pay for DLC for the new version of the game, not the old one that you already own. So even if you own the old Persona 3, it's like you can't get the new DLC. You have to buy the new game, and it's like that's silly.
I kind of wish they just yeah, because they've already. I don't know how it worked. I don't know if the base game got DLC or if they just released another version of the old game and then added the DLC as bonus to buy it again. I kind of wish they just like delayed the game,
Put it
which I
all at
guess they couldn't
once.
because they're working on Metaphor,
Yeah,
and then yeah, just make it a big bundle.
because that's weird. It's weird because
Especially
I know
because
JRPGs already have so much in it, so much time in it. So be like, hey, we're giving you all this, and then later we'll add you more. It's like, well, I want to like it all in one go.
I don't even know if it's like standalone or if it's like Persona 5 Royal, where you have to beat the game to get to the DLC, because that's a lot of time to just play it again and to get to. I don't know when I
Now
guess
you
starts.
understand my beef because the game is so linear narratively. It stops and you're like, you want to play again? You start from the beginning. There's no, hey, just go into like in Persona 5, just go into Shibuya and go do shit. No, you got to do this stupid fucking story again. Sorry, it's not a stupid fucking story. It's just you do this whole thing again, and hopefully you trigger the right things. Nah, bro, I'm good. Do it like Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, Iki Island, get on this boat. It teleports you to Iki Island. We're there. Like this is a game at a point, right? Ah, I'm rant done. Go ahead.
I don't even know what the hell we're talking about.
DLC and how they just
Oh yeah, I just don't like for JRPGs that you have to get through the game to get to it. I kind of wish what they would do is if you beat the game and you hit the menu and you bought the DLC, you can be like, I don't know, like choose, hey, you did this. We'll start you at the DLC spawn point or something.
can't believe I'm gonna say this, but Borderlands. Borderlands have done a good job. When it used to DLC, it's like you want to make a new character at the start of this DLC, and it'll be at the level appropriate level, and then you start playing. And I'm like, well, that's what should have been done.
It's even easy actually. That can be done in Persona, if you just if it like lets you hey start DLC with this character and you go over a save because then it has your database of every persona you've grabbed or fused in all your gear.
Those are facts. Or just be cloning the save and then modifying what needs to be modified so the game thinks you're in that, or it gets you to that point with all your new shit. With all your, it's a way of New Game Plus. That's my
Yeah,
issue with Persona. There's no like New Game Plus. There's no hey, let's keep playing
there's New Game
afterwards.
Plus.
As in like, sorry, not New Game Plus. Can I just keep playing? That's what I'm saying. The story's
Oh,
over,
okay.
but not hey, you're done here. What if I just want to walk around and do all the mini games? Like you can go not mini games, but like, or just max out everybody's
Confidant
confidant
thing.
levels, like, and then go into the underground and just grind out shit to max level. Like, I have no option to do any of that. Like, what if I wanted to get 99 on all my personas that you find? No, dude, you got to do it within the time limit of the story. Sorry. What? It's stuff like that. How do we get talking about Persona 5 again? What were we? Was it Zet Zillions?
Oh, you said because the Steam family share.
Yeah.
You can try Zet Zillions, and then you said something about because of that you keep seeing.
Persona 4.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm like, And I'm like, oh, wait.
I'm white as well.
Um, okay, cool. You just talk about Zillions. Oh, I could talk about Rebel Ridge, new movie on Netflix. I don't know if he's a new actor or stuff, but I haven't seen him around. Aaron Pierre. Oh, he was in Old. I don't remember him in Old.
But you say his name Aaron Pierre.
No, the name of the movie is Rebel Ridge, Brian.
But you're talking the guy you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh wow, he does Mufasa in Mufasa the Lion King.
Rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
Oh, this guy's been around. My bad. Mid-size
Was he the
sedan.
was he the famous guy that died in the old?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah, he
maybe
passed. The voice of Mufasa passed this year, not too long ago.
that's not what I was talking about.
Oh, okay, my fault. What were you talking about?
Talking about the actor you're talking about.
Oh
he's,
no,
he's the famous guy that dies in old. And then he said, "Yeah, the voice of Mufasa
because you said the famous guy who died. I'm like, oh well, we
in
just talked
old."
about.
I
Yeah,
said in
yeah,
old,
he was old.
or
So like, what? He was 90 something. So I'm like, yeah, he's old. Uh, sorry. Don Johnson's in it. Anna Sophia. I be honest, the people that I actually recognized were David Denman and Don Johnson. Anywho, this guy is riding into town on the bike because he wants to bail his cousin out before he gets transferred to a prison. Because if he gets to the prison, the people he's wronged outside of prison is gonna know he's there and then gonna kill him. Right? That makes sense.
okay,
Okay, but he goes into a town that's full of crooked cops, I guess, and they all have their own like deals and stuff. Like a shady place. So it becomes, hey, he gets pulled over aggressively by getting hit by a car on his bike to get pulled over because when you watch it, you'll understand. Anyway,
bike like a motorcycle or just like
nope,
a
pedaling bike. And then he just, the cop car, like, how if you just tap the back of the wheel, it's going to freak out. That they take his money that he was going to use to bail his cousin out, and now the plot starts. Like, how is he going to get the cash to get his kid out, get his cousin out? The pacing in the beginning, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. I swear to you, this was a mini series, a TV show. That's how much stuff is happening. Like it starts off and him trying to figure things out. Like most scenes come and go really quickly because he has like marine training or stuff, so he well spoken, right to the point, does what he needs to do. He has pop off moments is here where he's doing some CQC stuff, which is cool. And Don Johnson's the main antagonist, pretty much putting as many blockades as possible in front of him to get his cousin to transfer. I don't know. It was just a cool like a thriller, like an like a cool action thriller movie. I definitely recommend it.
The main guy, Aaron Pierre, is he have an American accent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Why
clicked
is
his
he?
profile and he's from the UK. So I was curious.
He doesn't have a like. He doesn't have like that. His dialogue scenes are again short to the point. He doesn't waste time because he's not friends with these people. Like he's not friends with anybody here. He's trying to just get there, get his cousin out before shit happens, and then it keeps going. Uh, I didn't expect it to. The reason I say it doesn't feel like it's 2 hours and 12 minutes because we get past that plot point and like a new one starts.
Mm,
It goes from hey, I need to get my cousin out to all right, I the cousin thing's done. We need to now get these guys for being terrible, like the police in the city or whatever, and then that starts going. So you pretty like two things get resolved. Two major things get resolved in the movie.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It was cool. The acting's fantastic. The people who are written so you hate them, you hate them. Like there's racist undertone stuff. There's police aggression. There's like I don't know. It's definitely worth watching. I thought it was a good. I had a good time watching it. It felt longer than it was, not in a bad way.
It's like Oppenheimer, like from the stress. It just makes it feel like you were there an entire day.
No, but Timer was lengthy.
It was lengthy, but it felt even longer because how stressful. At least to me, it felt way longer than even the runtime.
Oh, I see. No, this feels like I don't know how to explain it. It gets to a point where the pacing's so fast in the beginning, and then it slows down to do like the part two version of the story, I guess, after the whole cousin thing, and that's when it starts slowing down. So it's like you had all this stuff happen, and now the pace kind of not overnight, but you can feel it getting slower and slower, slower, and then you're like, okay, well, we've been here for a while, right? And you check, and it's like, no, you haven't. You haven't been there here that long, and it starts to slow down. And that's where you might lose people.
Hmm.
But even the slow parts were pretty entertaining because you'll have like it's him like stealthily trying to get into a building or something, or he's planning a couple steps ahead. Like he's a methodical dude. I don't know. It's definitely worth watching. That's all I got. I don't want to spoil what happens after, like the stuff that happens in it, because all of
Just a
it,
space.
because all of it's one of those where because this happened, like it's very strict. Like as soon as you know one thing, you can kind of see what the domino effect is. So if I tell you one thing, you're like, oh okay, so from here this happens, this happens, this happens. Or if not, you can not easily guess it, but you can be like, okay, I got some options. I know what might can possibly happen here. You
Hmm.
start, I guess you sort of start like thinking like him, problem solving, like, oh, this happened. All right, what are my options, kind of thing. Anywho, that's that. And then I'll quickly talk about Fly Me to the Moon, a rom com with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum, with Woody Harrelson in it, Ray Romano,
No shit.
Jim Rash, Anna Garcia, David Donald Watkins, and Noah Robbins. Okay, once I got to like
I don't know
normal,
the last few.
yeah, the last three I don't think you'll know, but
After Jim Rash, I don't think I know.
yeah, everyone there, excellent acting, obviously. But it's a rom com centered around Apollo 11, I think it is, like the real life event Apollo 11. The whole, how everyone keeps questioning if it was um filmed or something. That becomes a major plot point in this. Uh, the chemistry between Scarlett and Channing Tatum, great. Woody Harrelson is literally just having fun playing whatever the fuck character he wants. He's a good time on there. Uh, Ray Romano does a little bit more of a serious one here because he plays Channing Tatum's like uh, I don't know the positions or like the titles
Doggy.
on the launch. Oh, he's definitely playing the doggy position of like how they have that launch center and you have somebody on the phone and there's people around him on computers and stuff monitoring stuff. Like Ray Romano's like his guy, I think.
Command.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe again, I don't know. I don't know the naming or the hierarchy. But
The one thing that I'm annoyed by real quick is that no one, because Ray Romano's in the movie, no one's named Deborah.
yeah, no, just not a single Deborah in here.
Because if I saw someone's name was Deborah here,
Yeah,
just the idea of him saying that, I would have watched it right now.
yeah, just Deborah. No, he.
Deborah.
Yeah, I don't think there's many. There's like maybe three or four ladies in this movie, and the ones that speak is Scarlett. Anna Garcia, and I think there's like another lady who speaks as well. Anywho, it was a good time. Chemistry was there. It was fun. Some good laughs. Uh, Depending on what's true and what's false, I mean, I don't know, but the educational film too, talking about rocket stuff, how the process to get it going is there. It's not there in drones or droves, but it's enough to it's easy to follow. Like, okay, and they need to pass this so they can make sure the test is right, and then everything's working up to that launch. But since it's, I mean, if anyone here knows their history, we know it works out for this launch. The point is they're trying to recuperate themselves from that Apollo 1 launch that failed catastrophically in real life. So this is this team's redemption arc while having a rom com in there somewhere. Yeah. Oh, it's in the motto. Will they make history or fake it? Like that, the whole his tape thing. It becomes a huge part of near the end of it, and it's like, oh snap, what? And it's done really well. And shout out to all the actors. Jim Rash is there, just all the energy he would have been using in Community if they continued making that show. He's here full force. Really funny lines. I don't know what is written for him and what he ad libbed. That's how fun. That's how good and funny he was in it. That's it on that. Definitely go check it out. Came out this year as well. Oh, the same length, 2 hours and 12 minutes. Unless this website's bugging out.
It's because Scarlett Johansson's from New York. That's why it's 212.
Oh, I didn't know that connection.
Yeah,
I thought she was
everybody
a.
knows it.
I thought she was like a West Coast lady
No, apparently she's from New York.
from New York.
Yeah, I clicked on her.
Okay on the movie DB to see
Yeah.
what. Okay, cool. Go check that out. Oh, the thing that was really funny, but I don't know why, but his haircut in this, it makes me laugh every time. I don't know why. Channing Tatum's
Mm-hmm.
in the movie. I don't know why it made me laugh every time. I'm like, what's going on there? Like, as if I have any room to talk. Brian, take us home, dude, with Keshi.
Um, Keshi. It's like an R&B artist. Kind of poppy at times. I guess bubblegummy R&B is the best way to explain it.
Okay.
I heard his album 2 years ago called Gabriel. Yeah, 2022. Liked it a lot. Since then, I've had him on my following list for like Spotify and not Tidal. He dropped a few singles early, damn, like 4 singles. I heard the first one called Say, which is on this album,
Uh huh.
and I'm like, I'm listening to it. The exact opposite effect that Weekend's single had for me, but I digress.
Yeah, we'll get
Um,
to that when. I don't think it's gonna be long after that comes out. I think it's either the end of this month or like next month or something. I think that's coming out.
October.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the weekends. We'll get to his single when the album comes because I
Mm-hmm.
heard it and I'm like, okay, it's out. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
I almost deleted the post where I took a picture similar to the cover.
We don't know
I
yet.
almost,
We don't know yet because
I'm
it could be
no, I
other
almost
good ones.
deleted because I said, "Hey, listen to the single or whatever."
Oh, because you put your name to. Oh, yeah, you're right. You said this device
Yeah,
single on that one. I'm like, that ain't it, Jack.
yeah.
I mean, it sounds
Um,
fine. It just sounds like it's from a Disney movie. That's my problem. Like it's written from like I don't know.
it sounds too cookie cutter. It doesn't sound like him.
It sounds manufactured. Yeah, it sounds manufactured. It doesn't sound like he. Again, we'll get to it.
At the
I
factory,
at the factory.
Girl in Red, the Six
Oh,
Star song,
okay.
made another hit in the factory
From the red. What's it called?
from her album this year.
From this year's album? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
I might not
the
have
name of
liked
the
it.
song, it's just 5 or 6 stars.
Oh yeah, I
Six
didn't.
out
I
of
didn't.
six.
Oh, I
Was it
didn't
a
add
hit?
that. I didn't add that one.
Surprised. It's a good song. But yeah, Keshi heard his single. I'm like, yeah, that's a hit right there,
Yeah.
Jack.
Okay.
And then I found out he dropped an album last week, and I said I gotta listen to it. Um, 13 tracks, 40 minutes long. I hearted six, so almost half.
Oh, so
Um,
you went to work then, huh?
yeah, it's similar vibes to the album before it. A little more polished, like poppy sounding than his other album. It sounded more kind of singer songwritery, R&B ish.
And this one's like made for the radio.
I even radio adjacent, I guess. Like more poppy than the other one. The other one was like it had some hip hop too. It was like the instrumentation. This album has a few songs with the hip hop instrumentation, but for the most part, more more poppy side of R&B than like his more singer songwritery approach to it.
So pretty, not to put Kalani out there, but like what Kalani released earlier this year with After Hours.
Yeah, I guess it'd be more along the lines of Kalani than trying to think of someone art. More Kalani than Black.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm with you now. So
Um.
is track 11 part 2 of Kendrick's This or what? It's called Euphoria. It's a terrible joke.
Oh.
Go ahead.
The chorus to that song is kind of he repeats it a little too much.
Mm,
Yeah, great voice. This guy's a great voice. Um, not the exact same kind of nasally pop as like Backstreet Boys or like that era of singers,
uh-huh.
but he has like a it's like that kind of R&B. I don't know how else to explain it.
Like band R&B, like boy band
Yeah.
R&B. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Um, trying to think of the songs that I hearted for the most part. They're more on like they're like the slower songs. It's just it's
The stuff that's
compared
like
to his
reminiscent of his old stuff.
yeah reminiscent of his old stuff. Kind of like when Billie Eilish would make those songs. It's kind of just her and like two instruments.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I'm thinking
Or like
those.
the Requiem song. Oh, no features, just him.
I was gonna say like I was gonna applaud him for that. It's I don't. Oh, I was gonna ask you if there was because he didn't list them on the title tracks or on the track titles. So I'm like, if he doesn't, then he just has his own little solo project
Yeah,
here. I kind of like that a lot.
that I can remember. I don't remember any features. I'll say it like that, I guess.
And they're all clean except the last one. That's
Yeah,
yo, shout out to Keshi. That's not easy to do, especially for pop
he
music.
if it if you listen to how he sounds in this, it makes sense why it's clean.
Ah, okay.
Um, the single that I mentioned earlier, "Say," by far the outstanding song. Not to say the other ones are weak. It's just I like that song that much.
Okay.
The other one I heard is "Soft Spot." It's kind of like a little more poppy version of "Less Than Zero."
Okay. Is there? I don't want to cut you off. Is there a pocket here? Because this year I've been listening to album stuff, and some albums have like a pocket of good shit back to back, and then maybe like a break of some sort.
Um, I think the strongest part is let me see. Let me listen to the song before I lie to you.
I don't know if I'm making any sense with like the pocket thing, like the back to backness of a.
So yeah, like that. Did you listen to that Mavi album that I mentioned here?
Not yet.
That has a from the six or seven song down is the pocket in that,
Uh huh.
and this is kind of scattered.
Okay.
Um, the most you'll see is like maybe two or three songs back to back. Like that's it. And then there's like a song like and that's it.
Okay. Because I had something similar with Short and Sweet, like somewhere in the middle of Short and Sweet for Sabrina Carpenter. She was to me like, oh, you're just slapping the hits next to each other.
Um, let me see the other album I mentioned, the Victony one. I think. Yeah, near the end, like
The last four or something.
last half or so,
Oh, it's just just a
just going
pocket.
off.
Yeah. Okay.
Little, I think honestly, the only thing that breaks the pocket from the mid section all the way down is probably the Tizo touchdown song.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. So if it wasn't for that one, so since Tiny Apartment all the way down, it would have
Yeah,
been oh shit.
I didn't heart the Sunday School second to last, but it's not something that's bad. It's just like, that's cool.
It didn't hook you. That's it. You could say it.
Yeah, this one is more scattered, the Keshi album, but I enjoy it. If you like kind of sappy R&B, it's right up your alley. It's clean as well.
Yeah, I dabble in that. That's why I mention it. An R&B track that's clean. Sometimes they always put in pussy in there or they get real crass in it. But if you can make
And
a pop R&B, keep it clean, that's dope.
That's the song Texas. I found interesting because it's still him doing him, but it has like a more twangy kind of guitar on it. I guess he was from Texas, and it's kind of him reminiscing about being from there and going back and stuff like that. I found interesting.
Oh, okay.
Um, Let me see. What's this? Yeah, Dream is kind of along the line of I was explaining where when Bailey's in here, I'm the only instrument bag.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I'm the only instrument. Okay.
Yeah, all in all, clean, pretty short. I mean, it's like sub an hour. If you don't like someone like croning at you, like bubblegummy R&B ish, you probably won't like it. But it's short enough and it's clean enough that you don't. I would give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this one a shot. I need to start doing what you're doing, where I can have a list somewhere of like homework to start listening to.
I have my own Discord that's just me, and I have a tab called Album Backlog, and I just post them there.
I'm trying to think. There might be a different way. I want to use obviously like a database full of it. I can hit a button and be like, the same way I have my movies and TV shows set up, where I can
Mhm.
use track and stuff to be like, hey, these are my wish lists. I want a music wish list app.
If you find one, let me know because I'm just doing what I mentioned. And then when I
Yeah,
listen to them, I leave a reaction under it how I felt about it.
that makes sense. Hit him with this. What have you done any of them? That's just the middle finger emoji.
No, let me see. Did I do anything? I think I'm scrolling through the ones that I didn't like. I just put the void symbol over it.
With your setup, I might do that and just make a private channel on my Discord
Hmm.
just for myself, and there I can you can reply to the thing and just put your notes in there too if anything you want to talk about.
I could do that. I just didn't want to I didn't want to clutter it. I just wanted just the albums.
Well, you can make it a thread. You don't have to reply. Just make it a thread, and that way it'll minimize. You can keep everything together. Actually, don't do that because I
Oh,
think that's time based. Because after a while, if you don't put anything, you lose the thread.
you
Or
can take that. You can take the time part of it out. I think
I thought the free users have a time limit, and then it goes to archive or something.
all of that. I don't know.
I have to
I
double
know
check. I might
I
be.
have a
I
I have a
might.
server I'm in that I don't know if they have any premium users that threads still exist.
Okay, then disregard what I just said.
I don't know though.
Hey, disregard what I said. Or
Hey, I don't know.
hey, I don't think you know, and I don't know that you know. Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is Brian that we're done. You want to talk about what's coming out this week? The answer to that is
Sure.
yeah. The Plucky Squire came out today. Excited to play
What you
that.
telling me?
The Plucky Squire.
This one I said it's up your alley.
This is the one that we saw, and well, I forgot what game show, and I immediately fell in love with this game. And I've been waiting for this game to come out, so I'm definitely gonna be playing
Oh,
this soon.
this was I don't remember. I was thinking another game. I immediately started lying to you.
You immediately started lying to me.
It was published by Devolver Digital, so it might have been the summer games.
That might have been what it, but it's been. I don't remember when. It was a while ago, and we've been waiting since. I don't know when at first it came up, but let me look it up real quick. I think on the YouTube they'll probably show you. 2 years ago, you heard?
Mm.
It was 2 years ago when we first saw this game.
You said yesterday.
What?
That's-
Anywho, what was I gonna say? That's out this week. Can't wait to play it. Entoria and oh no, sorry, Enotria, the last song, the Souls like game I think is out this week as well. And then the remake or the remaster of Dead Rising is out. I might give that one a shot because I played the third or fourth one I think it was, and it was different. I didn't have the time limit like this one, this like the classic one. So
it made me anxious.
I might give it a shot. We'll see. Because I mean, Capcom's been doing pretty well with the remasters, adding quality of life stuff, updating the visuals. Right. Shout out to Resident Evil 2 remake.
The only thing I keep thinking of is when they keep remaking these games. Is like, hey, they're gonna be the next Marvel.
I could see that because I mean they have the models, the updated models. All they do is change like the shaders to make it look like like the cell shaded look,
Yeah,
and they have the
especially because
animations.
I think all these games are being made in the RE engine,
Mm-hmm.
even
But
Street Fighter.
oh, I guess since they already have experience with it, they can probably make a Marvel with it.
Yeah, they made a fighting game the fucking Street Fighter 6 is on the RE engine. They have that. What's the name of the name? What did I play? Kunitsu something, whatever it's called.
There's something
I think it's also
goddess.
RE engine, and then a lot of the RE games are out of the RE
I
engine.
hope that they would be using RE. They put a lot of work into it, so I don't see them moving off of it. Same with like Ubisoft's Snow. What is it? Snowdrop engine. The one using Division, Avatar. You
I keep
remember?
thinking Frostbite, and that's not them.
That's EA's.
That's yeah.
Yeah, man, that Frostbite engine caused issues with that Dragon Age game. They're like, hey, you have to use this instead of just letting them use whatever to make Inquisition.
I mean, it turned out fine when the game came out.
Yeah, that cannot. Yeah, Veilguard's looking great. Have you seen any gameplay at all? Okay, cool. It's looking cool. That's all.
I
That's all I'm gonna
already
tell
own
you.
it.
You already. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, we got some big games waiting for us this fall, man.
My October's fucking stacked.
That's what I'm saying. I can't wait for November, dude. I can't wait to play that Assassin's Creed game.
I haven't even hit play on it, but I pre-ordered it and I haven't installed and I haven't hit play it. I have the Marvel collection just sitting there.
I saw it on the Steam library. I'm like, oh shit, I could launch up some Marvel because I was gonna get that physical in the future
Mm-hmm.
to get it on Switch. That way, if the same shit happens like last time where they take down the fucking game, I'm gonna have a copy because I'm not playing that shit again.
You're smarter man than me.
Um, that's all I got on that. For movies, The Penguin Show. I just cracked my arm. I don't know if that went through the
Yeah.
mic. Okay, cool. I'm old. The Penguin spin-off TV show. It's getting the first couple episodes are getting great reviews. So it seems like it's mafia type stuff, but in Gotham, and it's about Penguin. So I'm down.
Is he gonna
Uh,
launch all that at once? Do you know?
no, it's weekly. They want to make sure people are paying for the HBO Max subscription or the Max subscription. So I'm pretty sure. Let me double check for you, dude. I'm not gonna lie
I
to you.
forgot. I was gonna ask you what was it on. 'Cause I didn't. I forget that that's the thing.
Yeah, it's weekly. There's one. It's gonna be airing on Thursdays, and it's only gonna be 8 episodes. I'm pretty excited. If it got people riled up on the first episode, what's her name's in it too? The woman who played the mother in How I Met Your Mother, or in that, or in the time traveling one with Andy Samberg.
Mm.
What was the name of that one with oh my gosh, J. Jonah Jameson keeps coming up. That's not his name.
Uh, don't say
Why?
his name.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Why is that
I can see him smiling at me.
same?
It's a similar letter though. Later.
Oh, okay.
J.K. Simmons,
Yes,
J.K. Riley,
No, J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
It's J.K. Simmons. The Riley is the comedian with the hair. That's always with Will Ferrell. John C.
That's
Riley.
John C. Riley. Yeah.
Yeah, that we're not doing great in this trivia game right now. Her name is Kristen Milotti. What was the name of the movie though? Palm Springs. The only thing I can
Damn,
think
the
of,
movie's Palm Springs.
yeah, the only thing I can think of was Pacific Drive, and I'm like, that's because you're playing that, Anthony. That's
You're
not
closer than me. I was thinking like Camp 101 or something weird like that.
what the
I
fuck.
don't know what the hell that is.
Camp
I don't.
101.
I'm gonna type that in.
Oh, it's gonna be
Camp
porn.
Camp 101. Camping 101.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were you expect? I was gonna tell him. I'm like, he'll find out. When you put
I
one on one
suspect.
in front of anything, it's gonna be an educational thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's better than what I would have thought it would happen.
Yeah, same. Uh, yeah. So shout out. Look out for the Penguin this week. For music, we got Future dropping a new project called Mixtape Pluto. Katy Perry dropping an album called 143. Julian Casablancas and the Voids. First time I hear about this team up. Like All Before You. Nelly Furtado's back with the number 7 is the name of the project. Is this her 7th project?
I don't know.
I thought you were like a massive Nelly Furtado fan.
All I know is that she's like a bird.
Ah, okay. So you just okay. That's what I knew about her as well.
And then when I see them, like her or Justin Timberlake in the club,
Hmm.
they're gonna be dancing all night.
I see. I mean that's a pretty good itinerary if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, here we got Neon Trees, Sink Your Teeth. We'll see how they've been doing since the weekend song they had. Oh no, it's Everybody Talks. That's what it was, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't
So
know which one came out after.
yeah, I haven't been
Blame it
following them,
on
so
me. That's newer.
they sing that.
I think. Blame it on me. Maybe.
Then I haven't even heard that.
Let me see.
Shout out.
Neon trees.
I gotta stop saying shout out. I said lookout is what I want to say.
Everybody Talks is their most famous song.
Yeah,
Obviously.
of
Animal?
course.
Well, that's not familiar.
Because you've seen animals before and you've talked about animals before. That's usually why that word will sound familiar.
Doesn't remind me of anything.
Or
Dream Team? What does it sound like?
what does Dream Team sound like?
I don't like any of that.
Okay. Anywho, that is it. I don't like any of that. That is all we got. Unless you have anything else you want to shout out.
I'm pregnant. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
That'd be fantastic. I have so many follow-up questions.
Oh shit! Next week, some R&B. Galant.
Oh, we don't have to go through the next week's stuff.
Hey, I was just looking. Damn. I don't have anything that I can think of.
Okay, that's all good. We'll be back next week. I'll definitely have more movies under my belt.
Bragging.
I mean, we're probably gonna watch The Inside Out too. So.
I need to see the first one.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. Maybe we'll watch both of them because I haven't seen the first one in a while. We'll see.
It's my favorite movie.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Are you calling it now? So then the next week's episode, you're going to say it's still your favorite movie? Or
I mean, I started stuttering there. To even claim that would mean that it has to, like, every emotion at once while I'm shitting.
why the shitting part? That threw me the fuck off.
I
You said
don't know.
every feeling and then shitting. So shitting's not the feeling, it's an activity. Why does it have to be shitting?
Yeah, you know how it is. If it's good, it's shit on camera.
That's fair. It's so good. Oh, it's like the Dave Portnoy thing. Instead of blowing his balls off, you just blow his shit off.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. All right, anywho, we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for watching, listening, and bye.